this is Brad. Welcome to Bigfoot Running. It's Sunday and I'm taking Buddy for a walk, filming on the new GoPro. So yeah, this is the first time I've used the GoPro 12 after unfortunately smashing my old GoPro 8 yesterday. Hit the ground pretty hard, but I'm still a bit surprised that it's no longer working, but yeah, I suppose that's what you get. It did hit the ground pretty hard.
It's time to recertify the savage. Stay hard. Gotta turn back. Gotta get a rack. Gotta turn back. Gotta get a rack. Gotta turn back. Get it back, so flagrant, taste flavors. Sugar round body with no dust red blood.
Back to work tomorrow for a few days at least anyway, and then off to the Hyson Friday to run on Saturday. One thing I'm going to make sure I do today is get my drop bags kind of set up. I don't have my race number yet, so I can't completely finish them up with the numbers on them and everything, but I'll work out which aid stations I'm going to want to drop bag at. Start putting a few items in there, and just so there's not too much to do during the week. I really want to sort of try and rest up this week and not stress out too much, although I gotta say the nerves have definitely kicked in a little bit, but once I get organized, hopefully that'll help a little bit. One thing I've been thinking about is trying to get the weight of my pack down a little bit, and I was playing around with my old iPhone 5 trying to get that going. Having some problems with it, it keeps shutting down, and so I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up carrying my iPhone 14, which is pretty heavy. It's like 250 grams. You know, along the way though, on the Hyson, I'll be listening to podcasts and music, so probably worth it in the end. And I'll also be carrying the GoPro, so there'll be a little bit of extra weight. Now that I have the new GoPro, I'm going to try and bring it, see how we go. If it gets too much during the day, or I feel like I'm a bit overloaded, I can always hand it off to the girls or to my wife, and they can get some footage from the aid stations and that kind of thing. But I'll see how it goes. I'll have it in the pack to begin with. The extended weather forecast is actually looking pretty good. It's looking like 18 degrees at the moment for next Saturday for the Hyson. I was anticipating some warm weather, but yeah, it's looking like once again some perfect weather for running. That can change. Again, we'll take whatever comes our way. But yeah, that'll definitely help, especially when it comes to how much water, how much fluid I need to drink on the day. So yeah, the crazy thing is this time next week, the Hyson will be over. Wow. It's been a big year of training, and yeah, it's all gonna happen now. Yeah, and this time next week, I'll be hopefully basking in the afterglow. And then it'll be on to the next thing. So at the moment I've got the camera on a little selfie stick, which extends out about 20 centimeters. I think I'll bring this stick on the Hyson. Either that, or if I want to save a bit of weight, I can just hold it in my hand, which is what I've been doing so far with the GoPro 8. Or use the chest strap again that attaches to my pack. I'm not going to get too carried away with the filming on the day though. find a way to make it easy. Let's get some clips along the way. Come this far. Be weird doing a whole training vlog and then not filming the event. Just laying out the drop bags. I'm going to go 6 all up. So one early on at the Kaipo aid station, 14 kilometres in, and one at Woodgate Hill, 24 k's in, one at Nangkita, 35 k's in. I won't be seeing my family, my support crew at all in that period. That's why I've got 3 close together. Then at Mount Compass, 43 k's in. So basically every 10 k's or so there'll be a drop bag. And I'm going to skip Hind Marsh, I'm going to skip that, no aid bag there, no drop bag. Then at Nunn Road, 73 k's in. After Nunn Road, there's Inman Valley, which is where you always get the warm soup. I love that one. And I'll have one more drop bag at Back Alley, 93 k's in, 19 kilometres from the finish line. Now just to work out what I need to put in them. So this is pretty much how it's looking. I've got a packet of chips, small packet of chips in each drop bag. I've got a small bottle of Coke in each drop bag, 2 Morton gels, and the solid Morton bar. That's going to be my main nutrition. That's just there in case I feel like it. There's a fair chance that's not going to get touched, and that probably won't either, but it's there just in case I need it. As I go through, it's pretty much the same. I am alternating between chicken and light and tasty. That's pretty much my secret to success right there. As I get through, I'm going to add some ginger beer. Ginger will sometimes help with nausea. If I'm feeling a bit sick at any time, that might help. When I get further towards the end of the race though, my drop bags are going to include some caffeinated gels for a bit of a caffeine hit later in the race. And that's pretty much what I've done in the past. The only other thing I'm going to add to each of these are 2 electrolyte tablets. And the rest of these will just stay, everything else will stay in the car with Crystal and the kids. And when they come and meet me, there'll be an esky full of Gatorades and all kinds of things, mainly for the kids, but it's there just in case I need it. I'm going to start the race with my 2 500ml bottles and my litre bladder in my pack filled with Tailwind. And this will also be in the car with Crystal and the girls if I want to top up later on. There is Tailwind on the course at the aid stations, but I just like being self-sufficient and knowing exactly how much I'm mixing in. The food's packed, now it's just a matter of adding some warmer clothes and other bits and pieces. All right, starting to feel a little bit organized. All right, let's look at my mandatory gear. So I need a mobile phone. Check, mobile phone. It's the heavy iPhone 14, but whatever. Got that. Got my space blanket. Waterproof jacket with hood. Got my whistle, even though there's one on my pack. This just makes it easy to show when they ask for it. I have my snake bandage now. I've ordered another one that's going to be delivered tomorrow from Amazon. This one here is 10 centimeters by 4.5 meters, where this year it needs to be 10 meters by 10 centimeters. So this one's a bit short, so we'll replace that. A minimum litre of liquids. I've got my 2 500ml bottles on my pack, and I'll also have that in the back, so I'll easily meet the minimum liquids. Headlamp. This is the one I'll pack, although later in the day I'll probably get a brighter one out of one of my drop bags. Spare batteries. I've got my high vis vest. I've got my beanie and my running gloves. Oh, and I'll also pack, just in case I get blisters, some big ass band-aids, a couple of different types of them, and maybe a few extra gels and whatnot in there as well, just in case. All right, so all packed up. Just need to get my new snake bandage tomorrow. Make sure the head torch is all charged up before I pack it. But I'm just considering that I might wait to see what the weather does. Instead of bringing the 1.5 litre bladder as well as 2 of those, I might run with maybe 3 of them and just bring that on the day in case I feel like I need to change up to that. Sometimes I find at the aid stations they'll fill this all the way up. That's 1.5 litres as well as my litre there, and that can add a lot of weight if you don't need it. It's roughly 10 to 15 k's between each aid station, and normally for a 10k run I'd have 2 of those. So if I have 3 of them, we'll see how we go. There was a Hyson where there was a closed aid station and I did only have 2 of those. When that happened, I told myself I'd definitely bring that each time. But yeah, if it's going to be cool weather, I might just try and bring 3 of those with the 1.5 litre bladder as a backup. A bit of a rinse. So apart from a few items on the list there, the only thing I need to pack in my drop bags now are some clothes, and I'll do that during the week. I'll have a couple of change of t-shirts, change of socks, possibly a change of shoes, and towards the end of the race I'll have a long sleeve thermal top or something warm to put on as the temperature begins to drop into the night. Hopefully I'm not running too far into the night, but yeah, it'll still get pretty cold, and a nice long sleeve thermal or something should do the trick. So I think that'll do it for the preparation today. Sometimes you can overthink these things. Not long to go now, I'm feeling prepared. Just a few more things to pack throughout the week. But yeah, 5 days to go, 14 hours and 40 minutes. Bring it on. Hyson. All right, see you tomorrow. Have a great day. This is Bigfoot Running, signing out.